History. Most people think of it as something behind us, a collection of names, dates, monuments, something that happened, something finished, something written long ago. When we think of past history makers, we think of founders, patriots, reformers, men and women whose names fill books and museums, people who seem larger than life. But at one point, they weren't. They were ordinary people who found themselves standing in extraordinary moments and chose faithfulness. None of them knew their names would be remembered. None of them woke up thinking, "Today, I will become history." They simply answered the moment God placed before them, did the courageous thing, and history followed. History is not the story of famous people. History is the story of ordinary people responding to God's call. A farmer who signed a petition, a mother who taught her children truth, a pastor who refused to remain silent, a soldier who stood his ground, a citizen who chose courage over comfort. Generation after generation, the thread continues. We know who made history in the past, but who are the history makers of today? Maybe it's someone who has never held public office, stood behind a podium, or appeared in a history book. Maybe it's the faithful believer who shows up, prays, engages the government, and refuses to give up. Maybe history is being shaped by people who never seek recognition, but simply answer God's call. Maybe it's the volunteer who gathers others to seek God for their community. Maybe it's the mom who stood up to speak at the school board meeting rather than staying silent. Maybe it's someone who runs for office to make a difference despite the cost. Maybe it's you. The people shaping tomorrow's history may never stand on a stage, but they are standing in the gap today. History is happening now. In churches, living rooms, city halls, state capitals, in quiet acts of obedience that may never make headlines, yet heaven records every one. Some people see an intercessor and see someone praying. God sees someone shaping history. Because every awakening, every movement, every national turning point began when ordinary people sought the Lord. Some are called to lead, some to serve, some to engage the government. All of us are called to pray. All are called to participate. And when God's people respond, history moves. One day, future generations will study this moment. They will ask, what did they do when America stood at a crossroads? Did they remain silent? Or, who spoke up? Who spoke out? Who refused to give up? Who shaped the culture I live in? History is being written right now, and the pen has been placed in our hands. Not because we are extraordinary, but because God often chooses ordinary people for extraordinary moments. The founders had theirs. Now we have ours. This is our moment. This is our generation. This is our assignment. And someday they will tell the story of the men and women who answered God's call, who prayed, who stood, who acted, who believed, who changed the course of a nation, because they understood one simple truth: